Hello and welcome to this tutorial. Now in this tutorial we're going to make luggage racks. They're quite simple affairs, so it shouldn't be too long, the tutorial. But first, someone's asked me to have a look at the door animation again, so I thought I'd load it up and just have a look at it. So let me just play the animation. Whoops! What's happened there? Let me stop it. And the fact is, what was pointed out to me when I saw it, I thought, doll. It's dead right. If I step this forward, you can see the problem. The problem is there's nothing to support the door. As it opens, the door would just fall off because the hinges are the wrong way round. The hinges on the frame here should be at the bottom, so the weight of the door rests upon those hinges. But as it happens at the moment, that's what would happen. So we've actually got to turn the hinges around for it to be realistic. If you don't want to do it, you just have to live with it, that it is wrong. You don't have to live with that dropping. That won't happen. I assure you that won't actually happen. But let's have a look perhaps at what I think might be an easy way to alter that. Okay, so this may be a way to do it. I'm not saying it's the quickest way, but I think it will be a way that will probably work. You could try just turning these around. They won't work because of the angles of the bracket, the horizontal and the vertical angles. It just won't work. It just won't work. So I think this is probably the best way. Now this is attached, so you want to separate each of these. So isolate them, select one there, so that you can grab the whole thing and just go mesh, separate by selection. Okay, now you've got a hinge there. Let's put the origin to the geometry. There we go. And that's one hinge separated. The other hinge is on the door itself, so you need to separate it from the door. So there we go, select that one and that one, plus, make sure nothing else is selected. Yep, that's fine. Okay, mesh, separate by selection. Okay, and there you've got a hinge separated. So set origin to geometry. Okay, so there we have it. Now again, you might think, oh, can I just turn these upside down? No, they will not work because the angles will be wrong. Okay, angles will be wrong. So the best way of doing this, okay, let me reset the origins. So I'm going to select here, okay, and let's go mesh, snap, cursor to selected. Okay, come into object mode and set origin to 3D cursor. Okay, same thing here. Okay, just select these vertices. Okay, mesh, snap, cursor to selected. Okay, and object mode and set origin to 3D cursor. Okay, so there we have it. We've moved our origins. Now why we did that is because I want to put a modifier on them. So let's put a mirror modifier, and it wants to be in the Y direction. Okay, so now we've got one on there. Here we've got an array. Turn the array off so that it's not in the way there. Okay, modifier, mirror modifier in the Y direction. There you go. Now at this point, apply your modifiers. Okay, apply them. There we go. Now what you're wanting is this sort of shape to be on this side. Okay, and you're going to want to move this across, okay, to sort of there. Okay, that means now this will be attached to the door, okay, and then you want your frame hinge, you want this one here, okay, which is the mirrored one, you want that lined up there, okay. So it's on this edge that is the pivot point, so you must put the center of these, okay, there. You must put that on the edge of the door. So grab Y, there we go, okay, and do the same for that one. So now, because we've applied this, we can get rid of it. So we'll get rid of the half that we don't want, okay. Now don't be confused, because you've got the hinges on the other side, so you might want to switch, you might want to hide those, okay, but basically it's this one I'm getting rid of. So let me select that, okay. Now we need to be careful here, okay, because these are mirrored there. If I just get rid of the vertices, I'm going to lose that. So in fact, let's switch to face mode, okay, and then select the faces that I want to get rid of, and it jumped on me there. Basically I don't want to get rid of this face here, okay. Deselect that one. Let me just make sure that face is not deleted, and let's go Shift and B, and I'm going to gamble on it. It doesn't appear to be, well, it appears to be selected, but it doesn't, so I'm going to gamble on it. Let's go X and get rid of faces, okay. Oh, that ain't bad, I can get rid of these manually, okay. Yeah, that's better than losing the entire plate there. That's okay. So X and faces, there we go. So now that is in the right position, and let me click on that, and hopefully you will see. Let's go end on. Let me go the other end on, okay, and let's have a look at that. Okay then, yeah, that appears to be correct, okay. So now what I'm going to do, okay, I'm going to let's select that one first, select the hinge first, select that, and join, okay. Now I'm going to step it forward just to have a look. Yeah, you can see the hinge is rotating and not sort of moving. It is rotating in line with the door, so that hinge is in the right position, okay. So let's go here, okay, and so now it's this side I want to get rid of. So let's deselect. I perhaps should have done that for the other one, and let's just select those faces again. B, I don't want to select that center face, okay, and again it's X and faces. Yeah, might have to fill that face, I don't know. And let's have a look. Oh yeah, no, it's all right. Just got that face and that face to get rid of. Yep, and X and delete the faces. Yep, so it's in the right position there. Okay, now don't forget this would have been on the door, so it will have keyframes on it. So you must get rid of the keyframes. So just go right click on here and go clear keyframes, okay, not single keyframes, just clear keyframes. So I think you will see that now. Let's go, let's try and get a side view. Yeah, so they are in the right position. If they're not touching the body, you can always move them both together, okay, but they should be okay. You'll notice when we step through whether they are in the right position. Okay, yeah, so they are rotating on each other, okay, and that is working correctly. They're at the right angle. Okay, they're at the right angle. Now the only thing you might want to do is this: they will overlap. So what you might want to do is see if you can select that. Yep, you might want to just grab YY and just bring the plate back there so it's not overlapping the door. Okay, and technically speaking, let's go back here. Technically speaking, let's go side on. Okay, the same would be here, okay, but opposite. So in other words, let's go select this frame. This frame doesn't come up to the edge of the door, so you could select that, sorry, not the frame, the plate, and just go grab YY and just bring it to the edge of the door. Okay, it doesn't affect the animation or anything like that. It's just that's the way they were originally, the straight edge lined up against the door. Okay, so that is it. That now means that that animation is correct. Okay, and the door won't fall off now because the frame hinge will be supporting it. Okay, so it might appear to take a long time because I'm explaining it, but if you just go through and do that to this set of hinges, now it does mean you've got to do them to the other set, but you're probably better off putting a mirror on and then once you've applied the mirror to separate the hinges on this side, and if they follow, once you've done these hinges and mirrored them, they will be correct on this side. So that's the way to go about it. Okay, that's probably the quickest way. It won't take you long once you're into it, and you know you feel comfortable with it. Okay, so that's it. The hinges now will be the right way round. So okay, now we've done the beading and all that. We're going to I'll just move that back. We're going to create the luggage rack. So let me go side on. I've got the dividers here so we can see where the luggage racks go. Okay, and I'm going to add. First off, I'm going to disappear on my monitor. Okay, I'm still there on yours, but the rollout comes in this corner and I want to be able to see that, so I've made myself disappear off my monitor. So let's add a cylinder. Okay, and we want something like 14 vertices or faces. The radius is probably a diameter of 1.5 inches, so I'm going to go 0.75 of an inch for the radius. Okay, and the depth probably the same, 0.75 of an inch, 3/4 of an inch. Okay, and let's rotate that 90. There we go. And I'm just going to bring this up here. Okay, about halfway across the window here. Let's take it up, and I'll sort of take it up to there, I think. Okay, so that's it. Now, what do I want to do? While I've got that there, I'm going to snap the cursor there. That's it. And then let's add another mesh. Make sure I'm in object mode. Yeah, another mesh. Pretty much same settings. Okay, and let me just scale that one down. I just have to see it in. That's it. so I can see, scale it down. Yeah, that will do. Okay, so that's going to be the sort of crossbar at the top. Right, okay, the reason here, let's select this, and what I want to do here is rotate it, and the reason for that is I just want the vertices top and bottom there, so I can select these to extrude them out. Okay, so there we go. I want those 4 vertices. Make sure you're going all the way through, and let's go E, and let's just pull that down and get the angle that you want here, probably somewhere about there, I think. Okay, scale Y0 to straighten that. Okay, and it just pinches, so I'm just going to go scale Z, okay, and just pull it back out again, just to yeah, just make that look okay at the end there. Okay, so that's there we are, we've got that done. I'm going to select this. I'm going to put this at 0 on the x-axis because that's going to go right across. Now what do I want to do? Next thing is I'm going to select the support there. I'm going to now go into edit mode, and let's add a cube, okay, and scale that down. Okay, this is going to be the bracket, so grab Y, okay, scale Y, so it doesn't want to be all that thick, that will probably do, and grab Z and grab Y. Okay, so let me just have a look at that. Grab Z. Okay, yep, so happy with that. There we go, that is the bracket. Let's have a look at it. Just need to, oh, that's the point, I didn't check it was fine in this direction. No, it needs scaling in this direction. So scale, I didn't really want to do that. I'm going to undo that, that's it. Scale X. Okay, there we go, something like that, that will do. Okay, and let's just bring this over somewhere there, should we say, for the start of the bracket. Yep, okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete some of these edges, don't need them, so let's delete that or dissolve it. X, dissolve edge, okay, same here, okay, and X and dissolve edge, there we go. So that is it, side on. Okay, now what I want to do with this, let's go into the vertex mode. I'm going to deselect and grab this and just pull it down, so grab Z, so it's just almost triangular shaped at the end. Okay, so yeah, something like that. Yeah, that's fine then. Okay, that's okay. And let's now add a modifier. We'll go for an array. We want 3 of these coming across. Let's take the relative one off. Now we want a constant array. For that we need to make sure that we reset the scaling and the rotation. Okay, so it's 1 1 1 and 0 0 0. And let's put this constant offset on, so front on. Okay, and let's alter the, right, there we go. So if we sort of roughly line this middle one up, okay, which is roughly in place, that's fine. There are our 3 support brackets. Now we should find our yeah, we should find our smaller cylinder there. Now that is telling me that's 0, so in fact that is slightly off, but it shouldn't matter. Okay, again, reset rotation and scale. Okay, and scale X. Okay, bring that out. Scale X. And yeah, I suppose if we do that, well, no, that's pretty much in line. There we go. Let's have a look. That's fine then. That's our support bracket. Now what we want to do is we want to add our cross supports there. So add, let's go cube. Okay, 3, and let's scale it down. Okay, and I'm going to bring this out. So it's scale Y and scale Z. Okay, and scale Y a bit. There we go. Okay, let's go into wireframe mode. Let's rotate this. I suppose the easiest way. Go to normal. Bring that up here. Okay, and just sort of try and line that up. Rotate. Yep. Okay, now I want 8 of these. Okay, so modifier, and we want an array relative constant. We want 8 of them. Okay, again, make sure scaling is reset. Don't reset the angle, just scale. And this is going to go in the Y direction. So there we go. And yeah. Yeah, go for something like that. Okay, bring these down then so they go into the brackets. Okay then, that's fine. And let's bring these across to the center. That's it. And same again, let's scale X. Okay, and scale X, just bring them across like that. Okay, so yeah, scale X, bring them right to the edge of the bracket. Okay, so that is the cross brackets there. Yeah, so not much is going to fall through there, is it? Let's have a look. Yeah, so that's fine. Okay then, so the only other thing we want to do now is let's get the brackets. I suppose I could select this one at the end, duplicate it, okay, and just come across in the X direction. Okay, somewhere about halfway between the two other brackets. We only want 2 here. Let's go into wireframe so we can see there's the, so it's probably somewhere about, yeah, somewhere about there. Right, okay, now for these ones, these are slightly different. So for a start, we don't want that at the end, so delete the vertices there. X, delete vertices. Okay, and let's go side on. Okay, and we don't want this cylinder. So let's select, deselect first, select these. Okay, there we go, and X, and delete vertices. There we go. And now let's grab these and just pull them forward, and sort of, that's it, just put them inside. Make sure they're inside that other one. Probably grab it down a bit. Okay, that's it. So now let's have a look at that. Yep, so that looks nice there, and I think these don't really want to come down like that. These are just sort of supports. They're not bracketed. So let's go and let's bring this up. So undo that. Don't know why I said undo. I meant deselect. So grab Z and oops. Yeah, take it off normal. Grab Z. Okay, and sort of make that then parallel. Okay, that looks round about right. And let's come out of there. Yep. So that's it then. Yep. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay then, now let's apply everything. So let's apply that. Brackets, let's apply the arrays, and this bracket, can I get to that bracket? Let's select that bracket there, and I'm just going to look at this. Yes, it probably would be better before I apply it. Deselect, grab, and make sure we're on normals, and grab Y. Let's just bring this up just so it ends just past this one. So grab Z. Okay. Yeah, that'll do. Right. Okay. Then that done. I can now apply that. So apply all. Okay, and let's just check whether there's any more modifiers. No, I don't think there is. So let's select the brackets. Let's select that. Let's select the cross beams, and let's select this bracket. Right. Okay, there we go. Everything's selected. Control J. Okay, all joined together. There is our luggage rack. Okay, let's see, 360 triangles, so that's not too bad. I don't mind that, so that's okay. And let's come out of there, and you may want to apply a bit of smoothing on there if you want. You can either shade smooth on all of it, or add auto smooth, and then that will just straighten your straight edges. Now, we said about not having straight edges necessarily, so you might want to leave a bit of smooth shading on that to try and take away that edge. But you're not really going to be close up to it. You're not going to be close up to it. So you can always get a sort of curved edging if you actually darken or create a change at the edge, and it will give the illusion of you having an edge. So you could do it with your material, or just put just alter this auto smooth, just move the angle up, and that will have the effect of softening the edge there. I'm not going to do that, but you can do if you want. Okay, so side on, let's make sure the origin set it to the geometry. Okay, duplicate, there we go, rotate 180. Okay, and let's move it to the other side of the carriage or compartment. It's actually a compartment, isn't it? I suppose. There we go. And that's it. So there is our luggage rack. Okay, it's not an exact duplicate of the one that you would see in a 307, but it's near enough. It's near enough. Get some texture on there, and that will be fine. Might want to go up a little bit. Let me just select them side on. Let's perhaps just move it up just a tad, just above there, like that. Okay, it's got to be a set height. It can't be too high. People got to get luggage up there, and it's if you're a small person, it's not going to be that easy. Okay, then, yeah, we'll go for that. We'll accept that. Okay, and now the next thing we're going to be doing is going to be the cross bench there. That's what we'll do next.